Hey, this is Jackie Eister, Songistry. I had the actual pleasure of interviewing Robb Millard with Bone Devil. I hope you enjoyed this interview. Following the interview will be the song Set Me Free, Anyone Listening, and Fall. Please don't forget to go to his websites and check out where all of his music is. Robb's a great musician, and it's an excellent band. I think you'll really like it. So thank you very much for tuning in with us, and here comes Robb. Hey, it's Jackie Eister Songistry, and I am here with Robbie Millard of Bone Devil. How you doing, Robbie?
I am fantastic. Thanks so much for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. So tell me a little bit about you and Bone Devil and your terrific music.
Well, thank you for that. Me, not much to say. I put the band together to open up for my old band who was flying in local to play a show back in our stomping grounds, and I put together the band to just open up. To open up for them. I threw together some of the songs I'd written since I'd left the band, and opened up for them, and we got such a good response. I was like, hey, let's keep going.
Oh, yeah. So how did you actually get started in music? When did you start playing, and when did you start writing?
Oh, I was a little kid, and this is a funny story that my mother and father took me and my brother to some amusement park, and the guy, Barry Williams is his name. He was Greg Brady on the Brady Bunch. And he was there. I couldn't have been more than 7 or 8. And he was there, and he performed, and he was singing, and I was just in awe. It's like, and especially because of the response he got, everybody clapping for him. I was like, whoa, I want to do that. I want to do that, and that's when I got the bug. And then it always since then, pretty much loved music. And then as I got older, I played a little piano, drums, and then finally I found the guitar, and I was like, okay, here I am. This is home.
Yeah. Now, with your playing and stuff. Now, how long have you been playing like lead? What is your favorite? Is it acoustic or electric?
No, I'm an electric player.
Yeah.
Mostly, I do play acoustic here and there. There's one of the songs, "Fall" on the Bone Devil album, does have a song that's got acoustic in it. But for the most part, I'm pedal down, balls out, loud and proud. Oh,
yeah. Because I got to see your one concert that you did with the reunion, and that was in Vineland. That was at, what was the name of that club again?
That was called, I want to say Area 51, but it's not that.
Well, I thought that's what it was. Because
something like that.
Yeah, and I have pictures and stuff from.
No, I know what it is. It was Hangar 84.
Hangar 84. There you go.
Hangar 84. Yeah, it was in Center City, Vineland. Little experiment. Very nice stage. Very nice sound system. Good friend of mine, Joe Parent, put the system in there, and he still runs sound to this day in the area. One of the best around, and I try to use him as much as possible.
Yeah. Now, tell us a little bit about your songs. Set Me Free. When you wrote that, what were you writing about?
Well, that song's the consummate textbook angry breakup song, and I didn't do it. I pulled some of the stuff from personal experience, but most of it, what inspired me to write the song was when a friend of mine, his wife was cheating on him. I found out, and I ended up being the guy that told him, and I was just like, wow, wonder what that must be like. So I got mad for him and tried to put myself in his shoes, and I do that a lot with my lyrics. I'll try to put myself in someone else's shoes, what they must be feeling, what they must be thinking, and that's usually what generates the lyrics. Is when I pull from that kind of thing, I try to put myself in other people's situations as much as possible. And, everybody's had their heart broken, so, it wasn't that big of a stretch for me to come up with lyrics on that song. Like I said, it's the consummate angry breakup song.
Okay. Well, I love that song, by the way. I know it's a breakup song, but that was one of my favorites. So, Anyone Listening, what was that written about?
Oh, Anyone listening? That's probably the deepest song I've written, lyrically anyway. That song is about what someone must be thinking when they're contemplating suicide, and I don't want to come off like I'm down in the dumps kind of guy, because I'm not. But I forget what inspired me directly on that, but it was, it's taken from somebody's standpoint, especially, the bridge right before the solo, gets pretty deep lyrically. It's locked and loaded to my temple. Do you hear me now?
Yes.
Then the guitar solo starts. So it's a pretty dark song, but I don't know if many people know what the lyrics are about on that one, but if they're listening to this, they do. It's pretty dark.
Well, you know why? Because that was one of William really liked that. And
right.
I think
it's the cry for help song. It's like, is anyone listening to me? Does anyone see what I'm going through?
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time they don't. And Bone Devil has been a big part of an event called Sad Fest for a few years now, which is for suicide awareness, and that's happening this October at Whiskey Tango in Northeast Philly. It's a 2-day event this year, and we're honored to be a part of it once again.
Now,
and it's for suicide awareness.
Wow, that's really nice that you do that. Do you guys?
We do a lot of benefits, a lot of stuff. We do homeless veteran benefits a lot, and I would do that any day of the week. Almost, but it angers me that there is such a need for it. But I'm more than the whole band is. We're very willing to support that cause, especially.
Now, I think that's wonderful, and I think maybe that's why William was very attracted to that song. And I guess I know why, because all your music's really good. So, but especially, you're welcome. He was pretty pulled, and he was planning on being here tonight, but he actually a friend's car broke down, and he was like, "Well, I wanted to talk to Robb." So he steals my T-shirt every chance he gets, just to let you know. But
okay.
When it comes to the song "Fall," what were you thinking when you wrote "Fall"?
Fall is about the struggle of being in a relationship as a musician, trying to keep it together, trying to keep your career dreams going while still maintaining a relationship. I know the first lines. I know it hasn't been easy to wait in line while I chase a dream. That's the opening first song, first line from that song, and that pretty much puts it all together. And it's going through the demise. It's the trip through the demise of the relationship in that situation. It's a pretty sad song. I didn't want to put that on the album, but the other two guys heard it and were like, "No, we got to put that on." I was like, "No, it's not a Bone Devil song. It's very light compared to our other stuff, and it's not going to work." But we tried it. We played the song out one night, and everybody freaked out over it. I'm like, "Okay, that's a fluke. We'll do it one more time, and when it flops, we're not playing it ever again." Well, same thing happened the next time, so we ended up recording it and putting it on the album. It's one of my favorites, probably, on the album.
Well, yeah, it's a great song. That's why I said because I still have your CD. It's very scratched up, but I still have it.
All right, I'll send you a new one.
Okay. Well, the thing is when you put out that CD, what was it that one of the things that you were hoping to? Were you hoping to reach like a new crowd with your music?
No. Not so much at this point in my life. Like I'll be 48 in October, and I gave it my shot back when I was younger, when I was in Ambush. After that, this is just a hobby for me, and to do the album, it's like, well, we play the songs out live, and we wanted a chance to give the people who support us, and we have a lot of people that support us. They're a lot. Mm-hmm. We wanted to give them something, kind of a give back. Okay, here's our stuff. It wasn't like I was trying to get a record deal based on this or any of that type of stuff. We did it ourselves. We recorded the drums. We recorded anyone listening at Merritt Dance Studio in Millville, and he did a phenomenal job with that. The rest of the drums were recorded at Ear Studio with my buddy Ron Landis, who did a fantastic job. And I took all the tracks to my home studio, and I did everything else at my house. I mixed it, mastered it, produced it, and packaged it. Brian Buckaloo did my artwork for it. I told him what I wanted, and he nailed pretty much what I was looking for the artwork on the CD. So it was fun to make. It took way too long, but it enabled me to, since I was doing it myself, to take my time with it and get the sound I was looking for. And I am very happy with how it turned out.
Oh, yeah. Well, I know there for a while you guys were like balls to the wall with it. It seemed like you guys were all over the place playing.
Yeah.
Where were some of the places that you were really, hitting pretty heavy at?
We played Whiskey Tango a couple times in Northeast Philly, which is where Sapfest is this year in October. We play a couple Dobbs in Philly on South Streets, Boneyard, Atlantic City. There's a club called, I forget what it was called, it's in Delaware, Rock Club. The original rock clubs in this area are really dwindling. There was a time when we first started where there was a lot of them to play. Now there's not many. It just happens like that. It's cover bands only, which is why we do a lot of benefits, because they'll stack a bunch of different bands on one day. Mm-hmm. You do your one set, which is what we do. We're not a 3-hour a night band. We do our one set. We give you everything we got, and we're done after like 45 minutes or so. Okay. And we've put our own shows on too, like our CD release party last May. Actually, it was 2014. We're talking about, it's 2 years now since the album's been released. So I need to write new stuff.
Yes, you do. We need a new CD. As far as who, let's go to who are your bandmates that make up Bone Devil?
We are a 3-piece. My brother Bill Millard is the bass player and backing vocals, and we had Bill Cavallo in the band for a long time, and he just left. He left probably back in October, so we're looking for a drummer right now.
Okay. Well, I'm sure people, when they hear this, they hopefully will keep that in mind. So,
perhaps.
If you find someone that, would fit the bill for Bone Devil. So
we're looking around. Got to find the right guy. There's plenty of guys that could probably do it, but the right guy is the key.
Oh, yeah. Now, as far as what you've got going with the music now, hold on, I'm getting just a little bit of feedback here. Hold on, I'm trying to get rid of it. There we go.
Not my fault.
No, it's not. It's the aliens. It's my family. They're coming to visit. I'm half alien on my mom's side, so.
All right.
But anyway, yeah, that's what does it. And if you had any advice for some of the up and coming bands that are out there right now, because I have been playing a lot of bands that are, up and coming. If you had any advice for them, being the fact that you've played, for so many years and you've actually done very well for yourself with music, what would be some of the advice that you would like to give them?
Well, it depends on what you're looking to get out of it. I mean, if you're looking to be rich and famous and with a record deal and tour and be like a band as big as the Rolling Stones or a Kiss or a Motley Crue or one of the bands that have been together for 30 years cranking out albums, you can't give up, and you have to pour it's like owning a business. You have to put every ounce of your energy into making it a success. Mm-hmm. And with that comes getting rid of distractions and anything that's going to stand in your way. Like some would say, girlfriends. Yeah, I've heard many people, many famous and rock star people that I've been lucky enough to talk to, and that has been something they have said. Look, don't get a girlfriend. You want to be able to be okay. You want to pick up and go somewhere and go to a party. You never know who's going to be there. And meet anybody that can help you further your career. And secondly, just don't give up. I mean, nobody makes it when you give up.
Right.
And it's just about, and it's perfecting your craft, becoming a better musician, becoming a better songwriter. I probably had the order backwards there. Songs are what makes bands big.
Yeah. It's
not so much that there are incredible musicians out there that can't write songs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, that's what sells. Concentrate on songs. And I don't know how much advice people are going to take from me. I'm I'm just a hobbyist at this point, but I know a few things.
But the thing is I think a lot of this younger generation, like some of the bands that I've been playing, like Once Around and Killing Rapunzel, excellent bands. And I couldn't believe how in a short time that they like started playing and putting out stuff. When you first started recording and stuff, how long back when you first started recording would it usually take you guys to put out a CD?
Are you talking about Bone Devil?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, like I said, that took way too long to record. You know, we did what we could, little at a time. And you know, I have a family too, so you know,
right.
There's baseball to go to, there's concerts. My daughter's a phenomenal musician, and you know, she's got concerts with her school and she's in plays, so life gets in the way a little bit. So you know, and no, I'm not knocking that whole situation by any means, but you do the best you can with the time you have allotted to you. So it did take way longer than it probably should have, but you know, I'm glad it did, because it gave me a lot of time to focus on it and really work on it and get the sound I was looking for.
Well, I think you definitely accomplished that.
Right. Well, it put the pressure on me to come up with a good one for the next one. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. Now, when are you planning on going back in the studio, or are you just kicking around ideas right now?
Well, I have a home studio, so I can going into the studio just means walking out back.
Mm-hmm. Well,
so
you need to get out back.
Just finding the time to do it and get focused and do it. I have like 4 or 5 songs that are half written that I need to finish,
mm-hmm.
and then we'll go from there. I don't know if we'll put out a full length album
mm-hmm.
Next time. It might be a 4-song or 5-song EP.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how much longer I got in this game. But like I said, I'm almost 50. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, but you know what, Rob? I really believe that it's not so much that, it's the fact that, 1, you don't give up. 2, music is changing and morphing all the time. And the music that you play seems to, when I first heard your band, it was of a newer, more rock, a heavier sound than what I actually expected. And I really, really enjoyed it, because the guitar work in it's phenomenal. So, you know.
Thank you.
But,
well, Bone Devil, we're basically, I like to describe us as blues with balls. We're like, you break the song structure down and everything. It's basically, they're blues songs. But the guitar sound, the drum sound, the bass sound, the vocals, they have a heavier sonic feel to it, so that makes it appear like we're a hard rock, which I guess we are a little bit, but the structure is basically blues. It's blues with balls is how I describe it.
That's cool. That's real cool. All right, who were some of the people some of your favorite musicians growing up that made you pick up a guitar and say, hey, that actually gave you the sound that you have? What would be the combination of musicians?
The sound that I have, I'm a huge Kiss fan. As soon as I saw Kiss, I was like, oh my God. just huge Kiss fan. And then any of the hair bands from the 80s, and your Motley Crues, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, all those. As a guitar player, I think I was heavily influenced by Gary Moore. And also Neil Schon.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to think that my style pulls from them a lot more than any other 2 guitar players out there. But as a musician, you steal a little bit from everybody you look up to, and then you make your own thing out of it.
Now, did you guys get any radio play and stuff? Were you being played on the radio?
For Bone Devil, 103.7 WMGM here in South Jersey has been a very strong supporter of us. Every Saturday night they do they call it the Ball. It's 2 hours of metal, and they're really kind to local acts on that program. They take care of us.
Wow! And what is this again? Because I don't remember that. Are they still doing it?
Yeah. 103.7 WMGM. They're in Atlantic City. And you can probably get them on, I forget what radio app you have to get to listen to them, but every Saturday night from midnight till 2 in the morning, they play metal and hard rock for 2 hours.
Wow. So that's kind of like a Headbangers Ball, huh?
Yes, pretty much. Pretty much. But they call it the Ball.
Ah, hey, that's cool. Now, are you guys going to be playing out anywhere that you could tell people that you're going to be?
Yes. The only thing I have booked right now is the October show. It's the 15th or 16th. I'm not sure what night we're on, but it's really, people should go both nights to support that awesome cause. Again, it's SAVFest. It's for suicide awareness. We play it every year, and October 15th and 16th are the dates. The only thing I have booked right now because I don't have a drummer.
Well, yeah.
If I had a drummer, I'd probably have more shows booked. And I think if I don't have anybody permanent by then, I'd probably be able to find a fill-in that can do it. Mm-hmm.
Now, what about websites? Where can they go to listen to your music?
I believe we are on. You can buy the material on iTunes. Mm-hmm. I believe we're also on Rhapsody and Reverb Nation. We have a page on there, and of course Facebook. We have a group and a band page on Facebook. You can always find us there.
Okay, and I'll add those to my page so that they can find them through my Facebook too. Because what I've been trying to do is push, any local band that is needing, just a little bit extra. And if I can get them out there, I try to do as much as I can because we've actually done really well. We're up to, I had to miss this last show, but the new one that we will have this Friday with you and a couple others, we should put us like over 1,000, and that'll be our third show.
Oh,
so,
great. Awesome.
That's pretty good, and I'm very proud of that. And I'm hoping we can get way more, and I have a feeling we're really going to bust loose on this one. So, because we've got some really good stuff. Besides you, I have two great, phenomenal bands. So, I think this will really, really be a really good show. So.
Well, I hope so, and congrats. That's a big jump for so short of a time. Good job.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm proud. Well, you'll go out because we're on Google. I'm on Spreaker. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter, Reverb Nation, SoundCloud, Tumblr, and I'm missing 3 other ones that I can't think of offhand.
Well,
but
you've got all the bases covered, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I think that's why we've gotten the plays that we have, because when I went in to look at the downloads, because what I like to do is load the music also so that people can go in and listen to the music that these guys have played. So, within the next week or two, after I put you guys up, I'll start putting up little shows, like live shows. I'll announce who it is and then play the songs and then, pop in and out and say, hey, don't forget to go and check out the artists. So,
Right. Cool.
But, yep. So I think we're gonna do something with this. I think it's gonna be really nice. So, but Robbie,
I hope so.
I thank you very, very much for coming and hanging out with me. And the first song that you guys are gonna hear is called "Set Me Free" by Bone Devil. So thank you, Robbie, very much for hanging with me. And you guys enjoy. This is Jackie Eister Songistry saying bye.
There you go again, running your big mouth. Is anyone listening? Hey, hey! Is anyone listening? It's all falling down all around me. It's harder to breathe. It's crushing me. Insignificance is my prison, and I'm locked away. Is anyone listening? Hey, hey! Is anyone listening? Is anyone listening? Hey, hey! Is anyone listening? Locked and loaded at my temple. Hear me now, listen to me. No more talking, no more misery. I'm no longer me. Is anyone listening? Hey, hey! Is anyone listening? Is anyone listening? Hey, hey! Is anyone listening? Is anyone listening? Hey, hey! Is anyone listening? I know it hasn't been easy to wait in line while I chase a dream. You were always behind me. Now you are so hard to find, and I feel like we're hitting the ground. Can you hear the silence so loud? It's like we're hitting the ground, just letting it fall. Remember, you were proud of me when I'd be up in the lights, more distant. Since I started over, it's in me. It is who I am, and I feel like we're it fall.
Oh, yeah. That was Robb Millard with Bone Devil. And those songs were Set Me Free, Anyone Listening, and Fall. Great, great musician, great band. So please check them out wherever you can. Please check out their websites. Pass us on. Pass the bands on. And again, this is Jackie Eister, Songistry, saying thank you so much for supporting the bands. Take care. Have a good day.